What the hell is that? I've gotten closer to it.
Not everything weird that you see walking around the Earth is necessarily an alien.
What the f, man? Why don't you bring home rats instead?
Behind every closed door remains a mystery that is experimented on and kept hidden intentionally. Stay tuned in to get to see the creatures that were never thought to exist after being locked away for years. Desert Phantom. On a scorching day in Portugal, a strange figure appeared from the heat ripple. A video captured a humanoid-like entity slowly trudging through the sandy desert, moving deliberately. The eerie part? It vanished behind a bush and never came back out, as if it had never been there at all. Was it a mirage or something more sinister? Some say it could be the legendary chupacabra, a creature feared in Central and South American folklore for its eerie goat-sucking habits. So what do you think this desert phantom could be? Share your theories in the comments below. Witchcraft. If you've never believed in witchcraft, this might change your mind. A man from the Middle East, curious about the legend of a mountain witch, decided to investigate the rumors. Armed with a camera, he went to the abandoned mountain site. What he encountered was downright chilling. A woman in a pitch-black cloak was staring at him with intense eyes. Hesitant at first, he gathered the courage to ask who she was.
طب شو اسمك انتي؟ إن لك يد الساحر ضعيف. طب شو هاي اللي بإيدك؟
In response, she let out a terrifying scream.
بدفع.
Warning him to leave immediately. She even threatened to turn him into dust if he didn't go. Locals are convinced it was the infamous mountain witch, known for her ruthless vengeance when disturbed.
Vete. ¿Eres o no eres?
By the size and behavior of this owl, you know something's very wrong with it. Two paranormal investigators in Mexico were checking out a long-abandoned house that was reported to be haunted. Only minutes after entering the place, they noticed this unusually large owl that was looking at them funnily, almost as if something were wrong with it. Since owls are often seen as shape-shifting witches in the country, this became the center of attention. It was then claimed by them and viewers that this owl was indeed a witch, who was morphing and was a product of witchcraft.
¿Te llevamos? ¿Eres o no eres una bruja?
Beach Howler. A group of Indian men enjoying a peaceful stroll on the beach in the dark found themselves in a nightmare they never imagined. Out of nowhere, a horrific figure charged at them from the shadows, howling like it was possessed. Its glowing eyes pierced the night, and the men, terrified, began praying and shouting warnings for it to stay away. The internet buzzed with theories. Some believed it was a case of possession, while skeptics claimed it was staged. However, experts pointed out those eerie, glowing eyes, insisting that no human could possess such a thing. Field follower. A teenage boy, excited about his new camera, decided to film himself in the fields. But what started as a fun experiment turned into a haunting memory. As he began recording, a strange creature emerged from the bushes and started following him. The boy paused, and so did the creature. Panic set in, and he took off running as if his life depended on it. What happened next remains a mystery, but let's hope that kid made it home safely. Curiosity can sometimes lead to the most unforgettable encounters like this. Shocking catch or coincidence? While the latter could most likely be the case, there's also a good chance of this being an alien creature blending in. Video footage was shared by an unnamed source showing what looked to be a ginseng product that was, well, oddly shaped like a tiny alien entity. The farmer who found it shared another clip proving a claim that it was moving earlier in time of his harvesting his yield. Bystanders and viewers both believe that this isn't some usual ginseng produce, but rather some creature pretending to be one. Hybrid or morphing baby? Although neither of these is possible in reality, I mean, it's the only explanation as well. A crowd gathered around this baby that mostly looked human and had animal fur developing on its body. Shapeshifter Stalker.
What the hell is that? I've gotten closer to it.
A quiet weekend turned eerie for one lady enjoying her backyard when she noticed something watching her from a distance. At first, she assumed it was just an owl perched nearby. Curious, she grabbed her phone and moved closer. But the closer she got, the stranger it seemed. The creature resembled an owl, but something about it was off, like it was more than just a bird. When she shared the footage online, some netizens even suggested it might be a shapeshifter stalking her, whether owl or something otherworldly. This encounter left everyone more than a little spooked. Sometimes the unknown lurks closer than we think.
I'm even more confused than I was like 20 feet back.
Land of Demons. Regardless of one's expertise, there are times when challenges exceed one's capabilities, and this was one such case. Ignoring local warnings, a small team of paranormal investigators ventured into a secretive, haunted location. There, they came face to face with a winged demon and its minions, quickly recognizing their series of errors. Encircled by these malevolent beings, their chances of escape appeared slim. However, through either luck or swift action, they found a way to flee, narrowly avoiding the clutches of the sinister entities that haunted the area. Roof hopper. Some things are better left unseen, but what if you catch something you can't unsee? In Yorkshire, England, a man came home from work only to spot an unearthly figure lurking on his front lawn. It wasn't a burglar, but something far stranger. What he believed to be an alien. The figure seemed drawn to some kind of energy and made a massive leap, scaling the side of his house with alarming ease. As the creature forced its way in, the recording abruptly stopped, leaving viewers to wonder if the man rushed to confront the invader, alien or not. It's a reminder that sometimes the scariest intruders aren't after your valuables. Crashed anomaly.
Miren lo que cayó en el patio de mi casa. No sé qué es.
A man stumbled upon a bizarre creature and captured the moment on his cell phone. While watching TV at home, he heard a sound as if something had fallen. Investigating, he discovered the creature, initially believing it to be dead. However, it appeared to be alive as it started moving, either as it survived or maybe it was just taking its last few breaths. Nearby was a small metal tin, which he suspected was where the creature had landed. He posted the video online, seeking information about the mysterious creature.
Y es que es muy parecido a los humanos y se mueve, vean.
Mini sauropod. The past isn't as buried as we think. Have this, for instance. Some farmers were plowing their fields when they uncovered something truly bizarre. A creature that looked like it crawled straight out of a bygone era.
This is a dinosaur. As you can tell, he's got the little legs.
At first glance, it seemed like a large bug, But as they got closer, they noticed it had 4 legs like a mammal and a neck that resembled a prehistoric sauropod. This little thing wasn't as friendly as you'd hope. When one farmer got too close, the creature lunged at him.
Bro, what is this? Look at that. Poke its neck. Oh!
Whether a relic from the past or a freak of nature, this encounter was enough to send chills down anyone's spine.
Bro, what if he attacks me? Hey, look. Let me get that butt, boy. Ooh.
Unearthly gymnastic expert. As a garbage collector began his early morning shift, he encountered an unusual sight. A small creature resembling a Thanksgiving turkey darting around with surprising agility. It skillfully evaded capture, performing impressive acrobatic feats with precision and balance. A stray dog in the vicinity prompted the creature to move stealthily, blending into its surroundings. Despite the footage being from November 2023, the true identity of this elusive being remains unknown. Reptilian hybrid. As the exact nature of this human-faced entity remains a mystery, it looks very much like a reptilian hybrid, if not an alien. A video uploaded by an Instagram user went viral soon after going online and gained the attention of large communities of netizens who were curious about what the nature of this being might be. Apart from that, it's also being called a real jinn or a demon, but its true nature isn't known. Some of the more realistic theories out there believe that this is just some guy with a lot of tattoos over his skin and body modifications who's just acting weird, making himself look somewhat strange. Perhaps this is some guy who just needs a bath and some lotion. Unusual looking snake.
What the hell is this?
This is either a case of some secret government experiment, or this snake is an isolated case of evolution. In an undisclosed village in Africa, locals gathered around to have a good look at this very unusual snake. It had a bull-like face, a big nose, and a pair of 2 large horns protruding from its head. The look and sudden appearance of this snake had caught everyone by surprise, though one of them that were already in the water filmed it up close.
Is this AI now?
Skeletonized carcass mystery.
Where the hell did you find that thing?
Despite this looking quite like a human carcass, it's giving off more of an extraterrestrial vibe. A pet owner was surprised to discover this mysterious skeletonized carcass after one of his pets brought it with them. It was quite tiny in size and looked to be decaying fast, with a visible skeleton and hair that was still intact on its head. By the looks and nature of this carcass, many claimed it to be a mermaid, if not a baby Chewbacca. On top of its head, the remains of the ears could also be seen.
The fuck, man? Why don't you bring home rats instead?
Beast on the loose. Just by the spooky appearance of this beastly figure, one could only speculate on its potential. A bystander who was out on the streets late at night in a neighborhood of Reconquista City, Argentina, spotted this unknown entity that was in a bow-down position by a trail road. It was large and completely dark in color, having 2 visible arms or wings protruding out. Not much can be said about its appearance, as it made no movements and remained completely still. It was referred to by many as a possible werewolf, or worse, a real-life Jeepers Creepers abnormal owl. Far gone marine mutation. Deep seas may contain marine species that we could never possibly ever see. This, however, has an abnormal vibe to it. Nighttime beachgoers in an undisclosed location found this very unusual looking carcass that most likely got washed ashore from high tide. Its body was mostly skinless and had a structure that looked quite large, like a prawn. Several legs or tentacles can be seen on the top part of the body, with exactly no head or visible eyes, nose, or mouth. Now, either this was some large marine animal that was skinned by someone and tossed into the water, or this is some actual deep, unexplored sea marine animal. The third possibility could result from experimentation or mutation. boiling alien carcass. This might explain why aliens haven't invaded Earth yet. An Instagram reel posted by a tourist at a Chinese village featured a strange figure resembling a classic alien, which was being cooked in boiling water before being barbecued. Despite the concerns of the tourists, locals insisted they had caught the creature in the woods and believed it was simply an unusual animal with no belief in alien possibility. If an alien were served on your plate, would you be curious enough to taste its meat and discover its tastes? Dancing violin mantis. This may seem like a dried piece of twig that might have fallen off, but that isn't the case here. A bystander who discovered this tiny creature was shocked when he realized its actual nature as it started making dancing-like moves. Recognized as the violin mantis, this species is a striking mantis known for its resemblance to a violin. Native to Southeast Asia, it has large wing-like extensions and a body that mimics the appearance of a flower or leaf. This camouflage helps it ambush prey and avoid predators. Its unique appearance makes it a fascinating subject for insect enthusiasts. Hollow reptile fish. From its terrifying demonic face to its almost transparent body, this unknown fish is certainly one of its kind. A fisherman who was fishing in a river caught this unknown fish that had a spooky face and the only part of its body that was not completely transparent. From the head, it looked like a fish, while the rest of the body seemed more or less like a reptile. Apart from most of its body being see-through, none of its internal organs, nerves, veins, or arteries could be seen. Large crab in field. A farmer who was tending to his crop fields early in the day noticed this large creature by the trail road. Even though it looked very much like a crab, it still left the farmer confused, especially since he was nowhere close to a river, let alone a sea or an ocean. Additionally, unlike most crabs, this one didn't seem to have either of its claws, raising suspicion of it possibly being something else. Fortunately, it was found inactive, as no one could say if this large crab-like creature would be hostile or friendly. Girl possessed by serpent. Looks like venom isn't the only scary pathogen that the serpents carry. Footage of a girl from Sonbhadra in India's Uttar Pradesh was seen to be behaving in the form of a serpent. The entire incident was reported from Ranidat Gupta Dam Cave of the Khan police station area. According to the source, the girl is a resident of Jharkhand who went missing from her home for almost 3 months. Despite the efforts of her family and the government, she could not be found. However, when the girl suddenly appeared, she was behaving like a serpent had possessed her or had taken control of her body. Bizarre eels surfacing.
Masya Allah. Itu ikan apa duyung ya?
This eel wasn't just weird and massive in size, but also had an alien vibe surrounding it. A fisherman in Mississippi was left astonished to discover a marine creature that appeared on the surface of the river after he thought of having found and caught a fish. It appeared for only a couple of seconds before dipping back underneath.
Masya Allah. Itu ikan apa duyung ya?
Hybrid canine reptiles. A kayaker was cruising through a river forest when his path came in contact with an animal species that no one thought to have existed. While passing next to a higher ground, he noticed a few huge mongoose sprinting their way down from the top in a rush, who then jumped into the water in an attempt to evade pursuit. Seconds later, 2 large predators appeared as they halt at the end of the line, looking around. A closer look at it shows that these animals are hybrids between canines and reptiles, which not only makes them look terrifying, but formidable as well. Hunted down. Curiosity may have killed the cat, but in this case, it seems wild animals are expanding their palate. While trekking through a mountain forest in Vietnam, some locals stumbled upon a bizarre sight: a decaying alien carcass, missing one of its legs. Judging by the bite marks, a large carnivore likely had a taste, causing the alien to bleed out. Just as they were wrapping their heads around it, a loud noise from an invisible craft sent them fleeing. When they returned the next day, The carcass was gone, seemingly taken by the very spaceship they heard. Alien encounters are strange enough, but this one takes the cake. Or rather, the leg. Nightstalker. When you think you're alone, trust me, you're really not. In a video filmed at an unknown location, a man caught a glimpse of something downright eerie. As he approached a tree in the middle of the night, a mysterious creature briefly peeked out from between the branches. The footage, though short, had people buzzing online. With its giant head, thin body, and large black eyes, many speculated that it resembled an alien. Could this creature actually be an alien, wandering alone in the woods at night? Or could it be an elaborate hoax? The mystery still remains. But one thing's for sure, this video left a lot of unanswered questions. Silent visitor. Sometimes the quietest steps make the loudest impact. On the outskirts of Moscow, a livestock farmer noticed something strange. Unusual footprints around his barn. Curious, he set up a trail camera, and what it captured was chilling. A short, skinny figure casually strolled next to the livestock in the middle of the night. What made this encounter even spookier was that the figure moved effortlessly through the pitch-black darkness, without a flashlight in sight. This eerie ease ruled out the idea of a human intruder and sparked speculation that it might be something otherworldly. Alien or not, this silent visitor left more questions than answers. Bugeyed mystery. Sometimes things aren't always what they seem. In an unknown location, a man spotted something strange moving on his porch. Initially, he thought it was just a regular tree branch swaying in the wind, but as it got closer, he realized it was something entirely different. It was alive! The creature had a head that resembled a bug, but with features that didn't match any known species. Experts were stumped, and netizens quickly jumped to the conclusion that this odd visitor might not be from our world. Whether a freak of nature or something extraterrestrial, it's safe to say this wasn't your average backyard bug. Vanished evidence. In 1996, a woman stumbled upon a chilling discovery near a cemetery. A small, hairless body with brownish-gray skin, a bare skull, and round, haunting eyes. This 12-inch-long creature had no ears or nose, which raised unsettling questions about its origin. Some speculated it might be linked to a mass mutation following the 1957 explosion at the Mayak chemical plant in the Urals. But just as things got interesting, the body mysteriously disappeared after being handed over to a special commission. The investigation results were never made public, leaving the mystery unsolved, which proved that the scariest secrets are the ones that vanish without a trace. Bush stalker. A group of friends in Natal, Brazil, found themselves face to face with something eerie during an evening stroll. Hidden behind a bush, a strange creature caught their attention. But as they moved closer, it bolted and disappeared into the dense vegetation. Some skeptics suggested it was just a dog, but those who witnessed it firsthand were shaken by its appearance and the speed with which it vanished. The fear in their reactions was genuine and left many to wonder what it really was. What do you think it might be? Share your thoughts down below. Tiny terror. A guy from Russia rushed into a room with a bottle of water when suddenly a tiny creature darted into the frame. The sight was so unsettling that he and his friends hurried to slam the door shut. Most netizens were convinced they had just witnessed a real-life gnome, while others argued it had to be a hoax, pointing out how the creature's movements seemed too unnatural, whether it was real or just a cleverly staged prank. One thing's for sure, this little visitor left a big impression. Horned horror. The night often hides things we aren't supposed to see, but sometimes the darkness reveals its secrets. A group of friends seeking a thrill decided to explore remote fields under the cover of night. What they found was beyond their wildest nightmares. A massive monster was there in the bushes with a chilling face, arms crossed over its cold body, and massive horns protruding from its head. The creature's eerie presence was enough to send shivers down anyone's spine. As the footage spread online, many speculated it could be a legendary creature like Bigfoot. The truth, however, remains a mystery. Sometimes what's hidden in the dark should stay there. Baby dragon. In Brazil, a local man was heading home when he noticed something strange moving in the distance. He zoomed in with his camera and couldn't believe his eyes. It looked like a snake, but with two massive horns sprouting from its head. No known snake species fits this description, though some vipers have small horns, but none are like these. The internet buzzed with theories, with some suggesting it was a mythical creature like a baby dragon, while skeptics argued it might just be a regular snake that had swallowed a bird or a frog. The truth remained as elusive as the creature itself. Desert Watcher. The desert isn't just a land of sand, it's a place of creepy mysteries too. While hiking in the Arizona desert, a man heard a strange, eerie noise that seemed to echo from within a mountain. Curious, he followed the sound until he reached a rock with a small hole. Peering inside, he was startled to find two glowing eyes staring right back at him. The sight sent shivers down his spine. Some skeptics quickly brushed it off as a desert owl. But what about those unsettling screams that led him there? Nature can play tricks on us, but sometimes the unknown is too haunting to ignore. After all, not every mystery needs a simple explanation. Hybrid. The world's getting stranger by the day, and creatures like this only add to the mystery. Recently, a video went viral showing something that first seemed like an eagle or an owl, but with a twist. This creature had 4 legs, a beak like an eagle, and ears resembling a mammal. The footage sent the internet ablaze, leaving viewers both shocked and curious. Some quickly labeled it as a hoax, while others whispered about the possibility of a mad scientist's hybrid experiment gone wrong. Whatever it was, this bizarre being had everyone questioning what else might be lurking out there. Mantis Mirage. On his way back home from a boy's outdoor adventure, a man was left speechless when an otherworldly creature crossed the road in front of him. The bizarre being resembled a giant mantis, but with long, eerie tails trailing behind it. Startled, he cautiously recorded the encounter on his camera. The footage quickly set the internet on fire, sparking countless theories. Some speculated it was evidence of an alien invasion, while others dismissed it as a clever edit, citing the low quality of the video. What do you think? Alien? Or just a digital trick? Prehistoric slithering giant. While anacondas are quite formidable creatures by their size and weight, this giant snake, however, is far more daunting. Researchers searching for the largest anaconda in Brazil's Amazon rainforest encountered a colossal snake with an ancient prehistoric appearance. It had dragon-like facial features, including feather-like structures and a rugged, rocky skin texture. The snake also had an unusually large, bony mouth and a prominent horn jutting from its face. Its rocky skin texture suggests it marked its territory, and researchers believe it only ventures out to hunt for prey. Stalking extra-dimensional being. Even according to alien standards, this looks to be quite weird. A motion-activated camera was triggered and started recording when this unknown entity appeared outside a kitchen window. From its eyes and head to its entire body structure, it looked nothing like any animal or even an alien. It was blankly looking at the camera, almost as if it were a horror movie. Many of the viewers believe this was some sort of ghost, spirit, or extra-dimensional creature making a physical appearance. Dragon tail marine rat.
What is this fish?
A strange creature recently captured by locals in New York City has everyone intrigued. Its unusual size and dragon-like tail set it apart from typical fish. Found struggling near the shallow water by the river, its behavior is puzzling as it seems to be trying to escape the water. Some believe it might be a fat tadpole fish, a deep-sea species known for its distinctive gelatinous appearance. The fat tadpole fish features a large, rounded head and a body that narrows like a tadpole's, with a soft, flabby form adapted to deep ocean pressures. What could this mysterious creature be?
That is not a fish.
Open discussion. In 2022, a mysterious video surfaced online, allegedly from the secret files of Area 51. The footage, shared by an anonymous source, claimed to show a human-alien hybrid, the result of experiments conducted by scientists back in the 1947 Roswell incident. This sparked wild debates across the internet, with skeptics quickly labeling it a hoax, while others firmly believed it was real evidence of secret government experiments. Whether fact or fiction, the video reignited long-standing rumors about what really goes on behind the closed doors of Area 51. Thank you very much for watching the video. Share in the comments and do like the video and share it with your friends. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to not miss any of the upcoming amazing videos. Thank you once again.